We're on.
And we're on. We're back. We're in the new studio here. So my name is David Cancel.
Yes.
Otherwise known as the Uncle. Otherwise known as DC. Otherwise known as OG. That stands for Old Guy. And on my right over here in the brand new studio, we have, introduce yourself.
I'm DG, aka the nephew is what they call me. I'm Dave also.
Yeah.
Somebody kept calling me, so like Joel Barna.
Yeah.
Every time I see him in the hallway, he's like, "What up, DV?" I'm like, "No,
You're DG.
I'm DG."
Man. Damn, that's cold.
So I told him I won't talk to him until he says it right.
the name right. All right.
So I'm excited, man. We're in this new studio.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
I think though you secretly love this because this is very like Bezos, like
We're on the folding table.
The folding table,
Yeah.
like. But I heard that there's gonna be a green screen.
No,
there's
green
gonna
screen.
be
There's gonna be something else.
Not a green screen.
It's gonna be something else.
Some real.
DG only knows green screen.
I only know green screen. I'm not the gear.
He keeps saying everything is green screen.
Everything's a green screen. What does it matter? It's a green screen. There's gonna be a green screen back here.
No, it's gonna be a black screen. No green screen. So you're listening to Seeking Wisdom.
Yes.
The internet's hottest podcast.
It's the internet's favorite podcast.
With the most 6-star reviews. This is a fact.
It is a fact.
Has the most 6-star reviews of any podcast on the planet. Go check it for yourself.
Check it out.
And while you're there, leave a 6-star review.
Yeah. So I love it. I love the intro. I love the teeing up. I actually just got Apple Connect podcast, whatever it is, so we can get in under the hood of the podcast.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't see when I was in there, I didn't see anything about 6 stars.
Oh.
So we don't get credit for that.
We should get credit.
Yeah, we should.
Someone call Apple.
We should get credit for that.
What are we talking about, nephew?
We have so much to talk about. You know what I realized? Like I was just thinking about like, what do I want to talk about today? I could just go to your Twitter feed and like read a tweet and ask you to just like, that could be its own could be its own podcast.
Are you picking up on the subtweet?
Oh, I have a filter. I only get, when you subtweet, I only get it. I know them all. Subtweet, I know them. Whether it's about me or somebody, I always know. It's never about me. I know what they are. I have a bunch of things I want to talk to you about today.
Okay, shoot.
So I actually want to talk to you about a couple things from the new office. We moved into this new office.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't let me see it. I didn't get to come here. I didn't get to see it.
No
It was
one
a
did.
surprise. Nobody saw it. Although I heard a couple people came over. They got in trouble because they came over.
They snuck over.
Early.
Sales guys. We know who you are. We have your name on the list.
So a couple interesting things I want you to talk about. When I walked in the office the first time, one thing stood out to me. Books. In the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. I walked in the lobby and I see all these books in the lobby of our office. When you come, maybe you're going to come, work at Drift one day. Maybe you become a Drift customer, hang out in the lounge.
Yeah.
One thing that stood out was the lounge.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a customer lounge. So we have this philosophy that every Drift office around the world will have a customer lounge dedicated area, and it's going to be swank. We'll send out some pictures and stuff. Anyone who's a Drift customer can come work out of our office, hang out with us, get free Wi-Fi, get free snacks, cookies, coffee, swag, sweatshirts, hats, scarves, shoes, socks.
Free Wi-Fi, free hospitality.
We don't have pants yet, but maybe we'll get pants.
Some joggers.
Yeah. Joggers.
So not only do you have a customer lounge, which you will have, but there was 11 books. There's 11 books out there. I don't know if you counted them. I counted them. I did not. There's 11 books out there where there's like 3 to 7 copies of each one.
Yep.
Okay? And I feel like these were all strategically picked. And so what I'm going to do is, since this podcast is always about learning, we're going to accelerate everybody's learning today. I'm going to tell you the books that are in our lobby. Okay?
Go for it.
I want you to give me I want you to tell me why.
Yep.
Okay?
For each one.
I want you to tell me why for each one. Okay. I'm going to start from the bottom up. Number 1 is Essential Drucker, Peter Drucker.
The OG.
The OG.
That's the real OG.
Yeah.
I'm the pretend OG. So Peter Drucker, plenty of books. One of the other books that we always recommend is called Managing Oneself. Also Peter Drucker book. Hard to pick from his extensive library of quality. And I was on a webinar recently, and I was telling them that everything that you need to learn in business is in a Peter Drucker book somewhere.
And it was written in like 1940.
Yeah. So it's old school.
Essential Drucker, all of his lessons in one book.
Yeah, so all of his lessons in one book.
Yeah.
And if you walk, and the idea when you come into the Drift office as a customer, as someone who's interviewing, as a friend, you can just come hang with the crew.
You're going to give people those books?
Yes, those books are there for people to take. And not only are those books there, but every one of our conference rooms is named after an author who's had a big impact on us. And when you walk into the room that's named after that author, there's also a stack of books, and there will be a little card that says, please welcome yourself to a copy of one of these books.
Love that. I had 2 meetings today, even though we don't have meetings here at Drift. I had 2 meetings today. One of them was in Ogilvy.
Yep.
And the other one was in, I forgot what it was. There's so many now. I found out there's a whole wing of conference rooms.
18.
There's so many. Maybe it was Hastings, but no.
Yeah.
Do we have a Hastings? We do.
I don't think we have a Hastings.
We
have a McCord.
We have a McCord. That's who it was. Patty McCord. Shout out Patty McCord. That's why I thought Netflix, Reed Hastings, Patty McCord. It was in McCord. Okay. So Essential Drucker is number 1. Number 2, Radical Candor.
Candor. Kim Scott.
This book will change your life as a manager or as anybody inside of a company.
So I heard about Kim Scott from a long time ago. She worked for Sheryl Sandberg at Google.
Yes.
She also worked at Apple, and she launched the Apple University, which is what is used by Apple to train all of their retail and regular employees. And so it was this big undertaking that they did. They built a university system inside of it. She took the lessons that she learned from those companies and some companies that she founded before that didn't go as well, and put them into this book called Radical Candor. It's a book that we give out to everyone here who manages people. And basically what it teaches you in this book is how to give that radical feedback, how to give that radical candor when you're giving feedback. Because one of the things that often happens for all managers, no matter how senior or junior they are, is that they want to be liked. Everyone wants to be liked, and so they don't give the feedback that is critical that they need to give. Instead, they give the attaboys, you did a good job, they basically just blow smoke because they want you to feel good, right? Nobody wants to make you feel uncomfortable. But by doing that, what they're doing is they're undermining.
Nobody's growing.
No one's growing. They're setting those people up to fail.
Yeah.
So the way that Kim frames it is so much better than I've been able to frame it,
Radical
which is
candor.
Radical candor. You have to do that. If you really care about someone, you're going to give them the feedback that they need.
I was just looking back. I'm going to pull a DC and quote one of my tweets.
What?
I said, last Friday, I tweeted, the hardest part about joining Drift is that you often get real feedback for the first time in your career. And I think that's true. A lot of people think they get feedback.
No.
But it's like, I really like this. Here's one thing you should change. Like if you don't like it, say it.
Yep.
And it's going to help. Nobody's going to get offended by it, right? Yep. You can talk to me in the hallway after, and I'm not mad at you, right? It's just real feedback. Okay.
This is good education for our new man here who's sitting in. You haven't seen him, but we've got this new wizard here. His name is G2.
G2. Shout him out when you leave a 6-star review after this episode.
Yeah, Gonzalo taking video to a next level here at Drift.
I don't want to put him on the spot, but I didn't expect him to ship as many videos as fast as he is doing.
He's setting a pace. Yeah. He's setting a pace.
He knows how to
has me smiling.
Knows how to make the old guy smile.
Yeah,
the
I was
OG
smiling.
smile. Okay. So Essential Drucker, Radical Candor, The Advantage, Patrick Lencioni.
Yes. Patrick has, again, a bunch of great books that you should dive deep into Patrick's library, like the 12 Dysfunction. I think it's called the 12 Dysfunctions of a Team. I might get the number wrong there, but he's got it might be the 7 Dysfunctions. But anyway, he's got a bunch of books. And what's great about Patrick is that he writes business books using fables. So using storytelling to get his point across. And I find that his books resonate with so many people because they use this framework of storytelling, because we all want to listen to stories. And The Advantage is like, it basically puts together his system that he's learned over all of these companies and writing these books about how to implement a management system within a company.
Love it. Okay, next one of my favorites. Any guesses? Give me a guess. I mean, they're all going to be on my list. All right, Behind the Cloud.
All right, Behind the Cloud.
Mark Benioff, Behind the Cloud.
I'm watching you, Mark.
The story behind Salesforce.
The story about...
Very nice building in San Francisco.
The very nice building, giant building that they're building over there. Soon to be called Drift Tower 1.
It's a lovely place.
Yeah, Drift Tower 1.
Behind the Cloud.
Behind the Cloud. So this is a great book by a master promoter, master brand marketer. So rare.
The best.
Because especially coming from B2B, which we don't have a lot of good brand marketers in there. So this is the story of the founding of $1 billion company at the time.
Yeah.
They're probably like a $90 billion market cap company at this point. And our number one enemy, but I give respect.
Wow.
But
Whoops.
So I give respect to him. This is a great book. You got to study it.
Great
Almost
book.
like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
For 10 years, he studied Sam Walton's book, Made in America.
Yeah.
I've been studying this Benioff book for about 10 years. You've been studying this
Benioff book? Me too. Yeah, not 10 years, but I mean,
highlighted,
copied it. I actually still get pictures from that book. And I love that book because it's all broken into plays.
Yes.
He's like, play number 42. So I don't know. DC will randomly text me out of the blue and be like, play number 27.
Let's run it.
This play. And I'm like, that's not in the... He'll just send me numbers, but I love it. The name play is amazing.
Let's get it.
Okay, there's two biographies. They're not in stacks, but there's two biographies. Steve Jobs biography, Elon Musk biography.
Mm-hmm.
Love them both. Enough said. You don't need to explain either.
Just read them.
Just read them both.
Yeah.
Interesting how much they have alike. A lot of founders like that.
Yeah, in common. Mm-hmm.
Built from Scratch.
Built from Scratch. That's a story by Bernie Marcus and Arthur Blank about the founding of Home Depot. And it's a new edition, recently new edition. It's an old book, but it's pretty new to the Drift library. And what I love about it, and it goes along with the other two books that I love the most, is that it comes from this retail perspective, right? The story of Home Depot. If you don't know Home Depot, if you're not in the U.S., Home Depot is a massive global hardware store chain, home improvement.
Smells great in there too.
Yeah, it smells like wood.
Yeah.
Sawn wood.
You wouldn't expect that out of me, but
I know. You're not handy.
It's a nice smell.
I didn't think you knew what the Home Depot was. Did you?
Leah
took you.
Leah asked me to go to Home Depot.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I drive.
Yeah, you drive. She picks out the tools. And what's amazing is that they take this. They go through this approach, which is very common in the books that we like, of this servant leadership approach. Mm-hmm. This team focus on delivering customer value approach, and how that has been integral to the values and the integrity that they've put behind the company, the Home Depot.
Okay, one of my favorites. How many companies do you know have this book in the lobby? This is a thick, expensive, fancy hardcover book, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight.
Ooh, Shoe Dog. There's my boy.
Yeah.
Phil Knight, founder of Nike, OG, right? This is a book. We did a podcast on it. I don't know what episode it is. The young nephew over here might find out which episode.
I can find out.
There's a Seeking Wisdom episode that we did on this book, which is very popular, often referenced.
Yep.
And Shoe Dog is this remarkable story of the founding of Nike. And what's remarkable about this story is how detailed it goes into and how long of a journey it was for him to become an overnight success and to found Nike, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously not an overnight success. And how many times he came to the brink of that company disappearing, and at the last minute he was able to pull it through. Yeah. That is one of those books, just like there's a few other business books that are like this. There aren't many that really paint a picture of what it's actually like to be an entrepreneur, how hard it is, and 100%. How long it takes.
I think when I read that, obviously, Nike, had no idea that he started working on Nike in the 60s and 70s. You would have never thought that.
Yeah, 60s.
I was just Googling this because right now I'm reading the Tiger Woods, a book about Tiger Woods. And
T. Goody?
He's pretty good, yeah.
T. Goody?
T. Goody, pretty good. So in the book, he's talking about Phil Knight, when Tiger was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. He was still an amateur. He was about to turn pro. And Phil Knight has his copywriter, his ads guy. He did the Michael Jordan commercials. He did all the Nike commercials.
You have my attention.
He did all the Nike commercials.
Get that boy's number.
And he had the guy. Tiger has this amazing ad. It's called Hello World, which is like they launched it the first day he turned pro. It's Hello World. It's an amazing montage of Tiger as a kid, all the years. And he brought the day before Tiger turned pro, he brought the copywriter in and he said, play this ad for Tiger. And everybody in the room was just speechless, and they started crying, and because it was that good. That's how good this guy is. So
you better take some lessons.
It just reminded me. Because you hooked me up with that copywriting book last week. I'll look him up and send him to you. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Okay. No, I haven't even tweeted that one.
This top secret.
I haven't tweeted that one.
This is some new stuff. No one's on this stuff.
Okay, we got 3 left. One that we've never talked about.
What's that?
Oprah.
Okay.
What I Know for Sure.
Yeah. So we brought in an Oprah book here. Yeah. We should do an episode on it.
We should do that one.
First, we got to get the nephew to read it.
First, I got to read it.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
It's a small book. It's a thin book.
Yeah.
But, she's a lot like Phil Knight to me. Like Phil Knight. Yeah. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like all of these people that are able to come from nothing. Yeah. And reimagine the world the way that they want it.
Can I say one other thing, by the way? I think, a lot of people listening to this are in marketing or business. I don't think that I think we often think like who are great marketers, and we think of marketers, but I think Oprah, amazing marketer.
Next
Phil
level.
Knight, amazing marketer, right?
Richard Branson,
yeah. Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, all these people. None of them, nobody on paper gives them credit for being marketers, but all these amazing ones. Sorry, I'm pounding the table. I get excited.
He's getting excited. He's getting excited.
Actually, Tony Robbins was on James Altucher's podcast, and he's fired up. He's smashing the table the whole time. So now I feel like that guy. So yeah, amazing marketer. All right, Principles, a Ray Dalio book. Yeah, that's a recent edition. We've had in the last year.
Pretty looking. It only came out in the last year.
Yeah.
Pretty book, thick book. The good thing about that book, I originally read that book as a PDF because you could download the PDF. Damn. It was an internal PDF, and Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater, if not the biggest, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world, he and also I believe the homie's from Queens. He might be from Long Island, but he's either Long Island or Queens.
Hold on. I gotta check.
So
I'm gonna check.
Where was the Ray Dalio from?
I'm gonna check. I see residence. That's because he's paid now.
No.
But
he's from Queens.
He's from New York.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, New York City, New York. Doesn't say the borough, but
okay. That's a Queens homie
right
there.
So
pretty good. Ray Dalio wrote this book, Principles. Slowly inside his company Bridgewater, who have an unorthodox way of working internally, and this was kind of like their employee handbook, right? And beyond handbook, it was like him transferring the way that they make decisions, and so then he recently published this, but this had been available as like a bootleg. Taking you back in time. For you OGs, you know what bootlegs are. Like a bootleg that you could download on the internet.
Picture a young DC on Canal Street picking up a bunch of bootlegs.
That's right. I was on Canal Street picking up bootleg videos, bootleg CDs.
So after Principles, we swiped something. And so for the marketing team at Drift, we wrote this deck called Marketing Principles. And it's just how we do marketing. I will never share this one externally. But in it, I pulled a quote from Ray Dalio from the book. And he said, I just want to be right. I don't care if the right answer comes from me.
Amen.
That's the whole mindset. So we just say, you don't have to read 600 pages. Okay, last one, probably my favorite, Ogilvy on Advertising.
We've talked about this book. This is a great OG book. There's there's this book, but then there's the other one. Oh. The Confessions of an Ad Man.
I thought you were going to mention the secret.
No, okay. Never. No one's ever going to find that one. Okay. It's too deep. And this is a great book, but I've come to appreciate even more than this book, the other one, which is the Confessions.
Because I think the Confessions is more of a writing.
Yes.
Ogilvy on Advertising to me is like that's a swipe file. It's images. It's nice. It looks nice to have on my desk.
Yeah. And you can go through it. Yeah. Everyone who's in marketing and sales should have a copy of Ogilvy's book.
If you're in sales and you are reading books like Benioff and Ogilvy, like
you're next level.
Assassin.
You're going to be assassin level.
Yeah.
Speaking of books, there's a book coming out.
There is.
It's called Conversational Marketing. We're writing the book on conversational marketing.
Yes.
What's the URL for that?
Drift.com/book.
Just like, okay, that's easy to remember.
Simple.
Drift.com/book. Sign up on there.
This guy that I work with beat me over the head with the simple stick. So,
simple stick.
Drift.com/book.
Ooh, I like that. All right, so sign up. We're writing a book. We're writing it for Wiley.
Yes.
And we're writing the definitive guide on conversational marketing, this new category.
60,000 words.
60,000 words. Holy. That's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
It's I speak only Spanglish, so that's going to be hard.
I know. We are going to hire a translator to make the book available in all languages.
And sign up there to be notified first, and we might have special gifts that we're giving away for people that sign up on there.
Yes.
And this book is a love affair, something that we're putting together, something that's going to reshape. As Mark Roberge wrote this, I don't know what it means. He's like, we might be defining the new S-curve in marketing.
I saw that. Mark's one of those guys that, like, if he tweets it, I'm like,
Yeah, yep. Sounds right.
I don't know what it means.
The new S-curve in marketing. If you know what that means, tell us in the ratings, as you leave a 6-star rating, tell us what is the S-curve in marketing. But it sounds good.
Let me, just in case you didn't hear him, we're writing the conversational marketing book, okay? Mm-hmm. We put DC in a headlock. We said, look, we got to tell the world the playbook, right? And it's actually not, the book's not about Drift.
No.
It's about something bigger.
Bigger, much bigger.
The shift from supply to demand, right? How to compete in a world with infinite supply and why you need conversational marketing. Not about Drift, but we're going to see more and more companies get in this space. So I think you got to pick up a copy. But if you go to that, we promise you that you're going to get the book basically for free. The cheapest price we can get you on the internet.
Mm-hmm. And not only are companies, they're already coming in, man. They're already trying to cop conversational marketing.
Yeah,
they're already trying to.
I've seen that.
I'm gonna have to get my lawyer. Oh, sorry. But anyway, we want to expand the conversational marketing world.
Yes.
And we think it's transforming marketing and sales.
Amen.
But important that you leave a 6-star review. I've been seeing some good 6-star reviews.
I love those. That's my favorite. My favorite email to get is every Sunday morning I get a forwarded email from DC to me with you have 17 new reviews for Seeking Wisdom. That's my favorite email.
I like them, and they're all 6-star
that I get. All right, I want to wrap up with one quote. Since we're talking about drift and being in a new office and new stuff, I want to talk about something that Kevin Haverty, who is our newest board member at Drift, he's the EVP of worldwide sales at ServiceNow.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him. He said something about ServiceNow that we've kind of taken, and somebody, you always take words from somebody else, and it's kind of crystallized like what we feel about Drift. And he said about ServiceNow, great people kill it here, good people struggle, average people fail. And I think that's something that once he said that, it's like, this is something that we got to share more.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you feel like most people wouldn't say something like that about their company because it's going to turn a lot of people off?
Totally. But you want to, I loved when he said that. And I know, the ex-CEO, his friend, Frank Slootman, I think that's where those words originated. It sounds like Frank Slootman.
That does.
But I think it's amazing that he's saying that, because what we need more of in the world, right? This is we're in a sensitive time right now in the world. And what we need more of in this world is real people. No more fakeness, no more facades. And in some ways, that's what our brand at Drift is and what we're trying to do in connecting people to people.
Yeah.
And everything that we're doing within the podcast, the videos, whatever we're doing. Let's go back to being real people where we can say real things like that. And guess what? You don't have to be for everyone.
No. You don't.
Not in a land of infinite supply.
Because you can't be for everybody.
No, you can't
And by the way, it's easier to be real than to be fake. Right?
Much easier.
Quote, take from Patagonia, their founder, Yvon Chouinard, he said, it's easier to write nonfiction than it is to write fiction.
100%. And, something that we always talk about, which is like, look, you don't have to agree with everything that someone says. Mm-hmm. That would be a problem, actually, if you agree with everything that someone says. What you have to learn how to do is be able to take the good lessons, and even when you disagree with someone, to still be civil and to have respect and to be able to work with that person and reach across the aisle to that person. Yeah. That's the world I want to live in. And so I was happy when Kevin said that because he was taking a stand about their company, about who would do a great job there.
Well, and you said you translated that into something that you share with our team that we've been bringing into the hiring process more, which is like, do you remember your line about like who Drift is for? It's like,
no. Which one of the lines?
Drift, like the whole story about Drift is a great place, right?
I didn't know you were talking about hiring. But so basically what I said was Drift is a great place for people who know what they want.
Yes.
Right. And so if they know what they want, meaning like they know that they want to get to this next level, what they want to achieve next, they have goals. They're like driven about what they're doing. This is an amazing place.
Yes.
And on the flip side, Drift is not a great place for people who don't know what they want. People don't know if they want to, work or travel the world. Mm-hmm. Who want to, be a juggler or be a marketer. Mm-hmm. Like be an artist or be, an engineer. Like if you don't know what you want in life, which is totally fine, then it's not the place, because it's gonna be like, and I use this analogy, it'd be like, hey, I'm into cycling, but as recreationally, as you can tell from this physique.
He busted my ass though, so I got nothing to say about it.
That's true. On some mountain bike, downhill. But if I spent all my time around elite athletes who are cyclists, that wouldn't be fun.
No,
because I'm not focused on what they want to do. That's not me. Same thing. You want to be around people who are like-minded and driven.
Amen. All right. As we wrap up, let me tee you up for your hypergrowth call to action, because I got this tweet. We got this tweet this morning from Thomas Marema. Shout out to you, Thomas. He goes, hypergrowth tickets copped. Glad I picked up Seeking Wisdom for that sneaky promo code at the end. Thanks. And then and somebody replied to him. Laris said, nice. Have you gone before? Is it worth it? He said, I didn't attend last year, but just from following DC and GG for a bit, I think it's totally worth it. I'm sure the team is working hard to deliver.
Shout it out.
Shout out to you, Thomas.
Let me just confirm, Thomas, that they are working hard and sweating bullets over here. Shout out, Jana.
Let me tell you
they're
something,
sweating
man.
some bullets in here. We are going to drop, I'm not going to tell you when, but we are going to drop a whole long list of amazing speakers.
Oh.
It's going to be like a bomb.
A bomb.
Yeah.
A good bomb.
A good bomb. You're going to want to be here. And so we're hooking up the Hypergrowth, the Seeking Wisdom community with Hypergrowth. And we're saying go register hypergrowth.drift.com.
Yes.
Promo code Seeking Wisdom, one word.
Yeah.
And those would be the cheapest way that you can get tickets. Come hang with the Seeking Wisdom community. Come hang with the homies.
Yeah.
Make sure when you show up that you've left a 6-star review.
Yeah. And stop with make it easy for yourself, right? We're giving you a $500 break on the ticket.
Yeah.
It's going to be $199, which I'm probably going to get killed for somewhere on the back end
Yeah,
when we look at the whole budget breakdown.
He'll have to pay for that.
But like most people aren't paying out of pocket. That's an expense. It's a day of learning. You'll be able to make the case to your boss that this is going to be a day that you're going to invest all
and
day.
It's in San Francisco and in Boston.
Both.
Yep, and both.
Yeah.
1,500 people in San Francisco. 4,500 in Boston.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job. You didn't change the numbers.
I didn't change the numbers. Like they're here. They're carved in stone, pointing on my head. All right, everyone. It's been real. Don't forget, hang with the uncle and the young nephew, aka DG, aka DV now. Damn. And come hang with us, and you'll get to meet G2, the new secret weapon.
The new secret weapon. See ya.
Peace.